welcome back to another video on my channel, Why is Chocolate. As you've seen, I've been streaming Warframe a lot the last couple of weeks. I've really been enjoying it. I have played it before. I played it a couple years ago, but I only really made it through the star chart, and besides that, I really didn't do anything. So I would still consider myself a new player, but there are a couple things that I'm aware of. And then there's also like streams and videos that I've watched, which have also helped me gain some knowledge. In this video, though, I'm gonna try and go over just some things that I think
Did you hear that?
are very important to know, like as a new player,
Cosmic background radiation is a
or
riot.
as a beginner player, or like not as, but coming from a new player like perspective, kind of. So yeah, let's get into it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, starting off, I'm just gonna go over everything like in your orbiter, because I mean, you're always gonna be in here. It's very important to know what everything does and everything like that. So, first thing first, if you're on mouse keyboard, if you hold Q, you can teleport to any place in your orbiter, or any safe spot. If you hold Q, you can teleport anywhere in your, anywhere there. So first, I'm gonna talk about the arsenal. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The arsenal, it's where you can customize your Warframe and weapons, along with companions and archwing, or vehicles in this one. You can get to it and everything in your shell and on Q, as I said earlier, and you'll be able to upgrade everything from here. Being able to add formulas and reactors to also swapping out mods. This game is very in-depth, and in the arsenal you'll be able to customize almost everything to your likings, from mods, upgrading your mods, to changing the appearance of your warframes. It literally has everything in the arsenal. I would recommend popping in here when you start popping in here all the time, when you get new mods, so you can equip them and just keep upgrading them and getting stronger with new mods that you get through the star chart. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You can swap, have all the possible melees and shit. But yeah, it's customizable. You can change whatever, see all your stats. And yeah, next is the foundry. This is just your crafting station. Everything takes a long time to make. Everything takes credits. But yeah, this is just where you'll craft everything, literally from weapons to random fucking things, to more random things, to fucking specters. You'll have to craft everything, and it's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Also, to be able to build things, you need blueprints, and you can get those from just the market or drops as well, or relics. A lot of different ways to get blueprints for certain stuff. Next is the incubator. I mean, another one pretty self-explanatory. Just you get Kerber eggs, need a power core, you hatch it. There's also breeding that you can do, but you can't do with this because you have to get this from the open world. But yeah, just get your companions, pretty much a pet, a little dog you can get from Earth. Get a little egg, get a power core, you can upgrade it. Alright, next I'm going on to the mod. Mods are the backbone of all your warframes and weapons and companions. Literally everything that you use in the game. Literally almost everything that you use in this game can hold mods. that will make them much better. There are a ton of mods that are all obtained from different methods, from running missions, bounties, and augmentation missions, to say just a few of them, but you can literally get them from so many different methods. The mods in this game are very complicated. There's no right way to mod anything. There's so many different builds that you can run. There's so many different just builds that you can run that you will be absolutely fine in the end game. Just it's up to personal preference. Each mod has a certain polarity. I can't even fucking say it, but this thing in the top right, like the kind of mod it is. And they take up a certain amount of spots, which is the number now next to it. You can increase the amount of spots that certain stuff has. With you go down here, you go actions. You can do Orkin Catalyst or Orkin Reactor, and it doubles. So if I didn't have this, I'd only have 40 slots. But since I have that, I have 70. And this gives me 10 plus, so that's why I have 70. It'd usually just be 60. And then, let's see. You need a ton of endo and credits to upgrade your mods. Never sell your mods for credits, always dissolve them into endo. And I would highly recommend always looking up builds for anything, Warframe, a weapon. Look up a build. Because there are right and wrong ways to build stuff. Like I said, there's no right way to build something, but there are plenty of wrong ways to build stuff. It is a fair share. And just said then the mods will make or break your build and your time playing on Warframe. Like if your builds suck, you're not gonna have the best time on here. If you can just look up a couple builds, kind of understand mods, like you'll make your time a lot better. I'll tell you that. Next, Codex. This is just like a database. Literally has everything you could possibly think of. Some things are unlocked, some things you have to scan to unlock them. Here are all the quests. Main quest, side quest, Warframe quest. Fucking like I said, literally everything. What is dope is like, if you click on mods, like this will tell you where to get it. Like, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, there's little functions like that. But yeah. Just tons of different fucking informational shit in there. Then there's the market. This is just, you can buy stuff, you know. You can buy stuff with platinum, which you can buy with money or trade other people with. Also, if you're buying a bunch of blueprints, which, you know, if you buy a blueprint for something, you can craft it. But if you buy something with platinum, I'm pretty sure you just get it outright. But you can also do it with Warframes as well. But like I said, in here you can buy weapons, Warframes. There's also boosters. I mean, literally, like, you can buy anything in here if you truly want it. So a lot of cosmetics too. But yeah, the market's just, you know, what it sounds like. It's a fucking market. Nightwave's pretty important.
Welcome.
Every week this resets with new challenges. Looks like I fucking have two that I can't fucking do. Mine rare ore is awesome. But, you know, just give you some challenges. And you just do them. Get some fucking offering. Slowly grow up their fucking reward tiers. I mean, really good. Pretty passive as well, most of the time. The challenges usually aren't too bad. Like, complete missions, allow item out of your inventory for credits. Go find it remains. Like, shit isn't too bad. And the rewards are actually really good. Weapon slots and stuff. You have to get those with platinum, so getting those free is awesome. Free mod, don't know if that's good or not. Forma pack is good. And yeah, just other stuff on Crookwood. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I have an arcane. But yeah, want to always try and do your challenges and get through this. A lot of good stuff. Like, I don't even know what the fuck these farmers do.
That's all we have time for.
The fuck. Just some stuff that I would recommend is just trying to get through as many quests as you can, because they unlock a lot of stuff. You have the opportunity to do a lot of stuff through quest. Also, this is the navigation. This is just your star chart, each world. I'd also try and recommend just trying getting through your star chart fully. I'm working on it. I just unlocked your I don't know how to say that because I have to do the fucking Cephalon shit. So I'm trying to get that maxed out. And then I also need to try and do Ares and Lua. But yeah, I have a good amount of my worlds I feel like completed fully. I will try and keep completing some. So yeah. Up here is just like, it says a quest that's available. So it shows you some stuff. Then we got like events. Never done anything in this tab. Downloading. This request. These are alerts. Nightmare quest. Or missions. Kuva missions. Aberrations I was talking about earlier. These are really good for some good mods that you'll need. Invasions. And some syndicate rewards. And then voids. So these are with relics. Which I didn't even talk about. Let me go talk about relics.
Now we finish this business.
And I don't even know what this is, honestly. Working Calisar reactor print is really nice, so I need that really badly, honestly. Relics are just dropped to you from missions. There's a whole bunch of ways to get relics, but it's a drop. And oh, nice. And they just drop primed parts, which are just like better versions of weapons or warframes. So they drop those. And you have to run certain missions, which spawn in certain enemies, which drop traces, which open these during the mission. And then you can also trade in your spare prime parts for ducats, and then you can trade your ducats in for stuff from this certain dude, Barrow, who comes every like 2 weeks for like 2 days. But yeah, relics aren't nothing too crazy, just certain missions you have to do to spawn in the certain enemies. Nothing too great. You want to do fast quests on those, like capture, exterminate, shit like that. After completing quests, do not get rid of that item. You want to try and keep as many items in Warframe as possible. It's kind of hard because you don't have any slots and you have to buy them with platinum, but that is something that you want to do. Like for example, like I got the Exors. This is a quest reward, along with also the Broken War. Like you want to keep things that you get from the quest, because it is very annoying. And also, you want to max level everything, because you need mastery rank, which is just your XP. So like once you max something out, you get mastery XP. But after you've maxed it out, you don't like get any. Or once you've completed the mission, like you don't get any more. But yeah, mastery rank is just your overall like XP, pretty much. I didn't talk about syndicates. So about that, syndicates are like factions you can join. You join one, there's a side one that also gets some. And there's two that are like enemies of it and are just negative. So some of your spare XP goes towards these, and you can only earn I think 19,000 a day. But yeah, this is really good. Just a whole bunch of different mods, augment mods, and stuff. Some weapons, just a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, just extra XP goes into this, and then they'll rank it up. It's like, oh yeah, Chris, there's a whole bunch of stuff to rank it up, but you get this pretty early on, and it's just really passive, honestly. Just very passive. Something that I've been doing, I would recommend is to pick at least one of the open world, like there's series on Earth, Fortuna on Mercury or something, but one of the open world places, because all of these places have standing as well.
Let us negotiate.
This one's a pain in the fucking dick because of these goddamn fish I need to kill with the kill systems. But you know, there's all these. These are pretty dope because
I am reasonably certain.
there's some pretty cool.
Deimos is unfolding before us like a puzzle box. I must have more samples.
But yeah, like every open world has standing. I would recommend just picking one and sticking to it the whole time until you get a max. And you can, you know, just slowly get everything for that. I went with the demos. I've also been making
I shall languish in
some
weary
platinum. And if you also want
You are
to join
here
a
to
clan as
assist.
fast as possible, I made my own clan, and I'm trying to build it by myself. So I'm a little different. But I would just join a clan, and then you have a trading post at your clan. And like, for example, uncommon reward Weeping Winds. I've been selling those to people for platinum. There's also another one
Very well then.
that you can get from this that sells.
I very much enjoy our talks.
What's it called? It's on my Broken War. Blood Rush. You can get Blood Rush too, which also goes for like 10 plat-ish. So there's some little plat things you can get, but yeah, join a clan. There's so much you can get from a dojo. Blueprints and everything. And the ability to trade with people is also very helpful. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just not trying to do too much at once. Just trying to pick one section to work on and stick to it. And also just have fun. Like, there's so many different ways to play this game and so many different companions, warframes, weapons. It's just, there's endless possibilities of combinations that you can use, to be honest. I think that's, along with a lot of complexity with builds and stuff.
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm
But,
also
yeah.
interested in mining.
If this was helpful, let me know in the comments. Hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I hope to see y'all in the future. Peace.